Everyone has ideas of what the problems are in our society and how to fix them. We took it one step further. Our premise is simple. Bring together people from different backgrounds to discuss ideas that affect us. If at the end of the show you feel informed, educated, or alarmed, we have done our job. We are the Social Disruption Network. Talking about, because I see Rushing's got his hands on his head when y'all mentioned marijuana use. Is that what it is, Rushing? You have a problem with that?
Yeah,
Okay, go
yeah.
ahead, man. Listen, let's talk about this. We'll talk about marijuana use and the transgender bathrooms in the next segment. Right now, Rushing, since your volume and everything is up to par, what do you think, man? Do you like this idea of this new immigration
Well,
plan?
the new immigration plan, now granted, this is only one man's perspective. No
And that's
matter
all we
how
can
you
ask for.
slice it, right? No matter how you slice it, no matter how you look at it, no matter how you want to lay it out, it's not going to work. No matter what they do, it's not going to work. No
Will it?
matter
It
if they
doesn't have
say every
nothing.
other
Nothing. Now
country
listen.
has
Now,
to be
nothing we can do works 100%. But will it deter and help?
definitely. Is that no matter what they do, they can say, well, we want every country out there to be up to the U.S. standard. It doesn't matter. You can look at it from a different perspective. Okay, it is illegal for a convicted felon to own a firearm. However, Spencer can comment on this one. How many felons that have weapons?
Understood. But you still have to make the effort and have the law. You can't just allow. You can't just allow people to do what they want when they want. That makes no
You're
sense.
right. You are very true.
Because if
But
you
regardless,
prosecute people for breaking the law, it will deter somebody down the line from breaking the law.
That's not true. There's no evidence to support that.
That's common sense will tell you
It's common.
my kids
Sure.
won't commit
but
murder. My kids won't commit
okay,
murder
but
for
Gil,
two reasons. Because one, it's morally and comprehensively wrong, and secondly, because they can go to jail for a lifetime or be killed in an electric chair. That's why they
There's,
won't do it.
there's just no
but
evidence that
Gil,
supports the idea that.
Common sense tells me that
Sure, it might be common sense, but that's not what the data show.
well, common sense tells me if there is a reaction to an action and the reaction is something that you cannot tolerate, because let me tell you why. No matter what crime or action you take, there is a pro and a con to it, and you weigh those out. And if the pro outweighs the con, you will do it. If the con outweighs the pro, you will not do it. So
Yes, but there's nothing that shows that common sense can be taught. It's impossible to be taught.
understood.
and
Common sense, you are
again,
right.
Gil,
Common sense cannot be taught. But listen, any decision you make in your life weighs in on pros and cons. You have a yes, you're either going to do it or you're not. And you weigh the options of doing it and not doing it, the pros and cons. That means
It's hard for me to imagine someone thinking like, I kind of want to kill someone.
I
I
disagree.
kind of want to kill someone, but it is illegal, so maybe I won't kill someone at this time because it's not important enough for me to do it.
let me ask you something. If you wanted to rob up, let's say kill someone, I'm going to tell you what my train of thought is on killing somebody. My train of thought on killing somebody is very simple.
We've gotten very dark. I'm sorry.
Well, no, because this
Damn, immigration, marijuana,
listen,
death.
immigration as a law. The reason, okay, let's just forget about murdering someone.
Yes,
let's
there
just
you
say
go.
committing
Hit the brakes.
let's say
Yui, turn the
committing a
Yui.
crime. Let's take something like robbing a bank. Okay, let's weigh the pros of it. The pros are I could get an awful lot of money and I could be in a better financial situation. But the cons are I could embarrass my family, I could get caught and go to prison, I can go to hell, I can. So to me, the cons outweigh the pros. So I won't do it because the cons outweigh the pros so heavily that it's not worth it to me.
Not everybody thinks like that, Gil.
Well, I think everyone does in every situation that you make.
Fuck no.
I
Yes,
No.
get what you're saying, and it makes sense. It's just that they study this. This is something that a lot of research has been done
a
on.
lot of liberal researchers have studied it.
Oh,
That's my problem.
It's science. Like it's not. I mean, whatever. If you don't want to believe in like
No. Sean, we respectfully, we
I won,
really
man.
embrace.
All I got to
yeah,
do
we
is throw
embrace
liberal
everybody's opinion. Don't
researchers
take
in
it.
there. Once I throw
Don't
liberal
take it
researchers
personally.
in there, the conversation is over.
Fuck.
I'm just saying, like, we can try to have a discussion in which, like, we don't consider any evidence for anything. It's just like, oh, well, this makes sense to me or whatever. But, like, I don't know what the point is in doing that and just denying facts and denying math. Like,
Math has nothing to do with committing crime.
oh no, it
bro.
totally has to do with this. Like,
No,
we're talking about research that just depends on linear regression models. It's just math.
It's math.
Somewhat.
Yeah, it is math.
Somewhat.
So math
I
is.
somewhat
Wait,
agree
wait,
with
wait,
that.
whoa. No. Listen, math is 100% not predictable in the manner that it's 2 plus 2 will equal 4. There's no predicting involved.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so math cannot predict whether a guy is going to commit a crime or not. It's
Oh, it
going,
can.
every
It absolutely can. It
when a
does it
person,
all the time.
I don't care what a
Wait.
person does. When a person commits a crime, they weigh the pluses and the minuses of committing that crime before they do it.
No.
If you
Not
shoplift,
always.
if you
Not always.
shoplift,
Not always.
name
Not
a
always.
crime, name a crime that you're going to do that you don't think can I
I
get
don't do
away
fu-
with it, or will I get away
No.
with it or not get away with it?
No. It's the
You
criminals.
want honest input on
The
this one?
only difference is a crime of passion.
That's why there's criminal psychology. It's a whole different
Okay.
ball game out there. It's a whole different science.
Go ahead, Russian. What do you have to say?
Spencer, you still out there, buddy?
I'm here. I'm listening. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. But Louisiana law does give how many seconds initially upon whenever you wake up that you are not legally responsible for your actions? 4 seconds, I think.
Like 26. No, I've never heard of that.
Well,
They
let me
do.
tell you.
Oh, yeah.
You're at a certain age. You're culpable of everything.
Well, let me
You're
tell you
responsible for
something.
everything
In
you
the
do.
military,
I'd
they
have to
forced us
find
to
it.
walk.
I'd have to find it. But it is in Louisiana law that whenever you first wake up for the first few seconds, like 3-4 seconds, you are not legally responsible for your action.
I'm calling bullshit on that. There's no way.
Well,
There's
listen to this though. Hold on 1 second.
No way.
I don't know if there's a law about this, but let me tell you what instructions they gave us in the military for waking someone up for their duty station. Do you want to hear what they told us? The way you wake someone up properly is you don't go up.
Tap them on the
You tap. It's got to be gentle. You got to step away from them because they can be reactive in a way that they can't have control over their actions. So when we woke someone up for their duty station, when we woke them up for their next duty, we stood there and we woke them up, but we stepped away from them so that their reactions wouldn't cause any problems, so to speak. But they gave us a proper way of waking someone up. Now, I'm not saying this dude is right, and you have so many seconds, but I do know that there's a possibility that if you scare someone out of a dead sleep, that something bad could happen to your ass. You know what I'm saying?
It's all how it happens.
So we backtrack. I'm sorry.
Now we're talking about sleep.
No,
Yeah,
no.
we're all over
But
the
if you, no. But if you backtrack, the only way to get to that methodology is through math.
Oh,
Because
man,
of course, dude, test subjects. They're testing the subjects. They're getting statistics, and then they come up with the methodology of waking up.
Okay, that's the observation that they've made those things. But math is not predictive. It doesn't predict the instances of when it's going to happen.
They do it all the time.
No, math does not.
They do all the time.
So
yes,
math can predict.
Yeah.
Math can predict when someone is going to rob a bank.
No.
Math
will help. Math.
Gil. Does it give like a percentage, like a probability? Like, okay, well, in these particular
You're confusing.
Say again, David.
You're confusing probability with numbers. There's a difference between statistics and probability.
Every time I've committed a crime, I weigh the options out. Is it going to benefit me or is it not?
Okay.
Wait. But the basis of probability and statistics is math. I mean, there's no way around that.
Okay, so a lot of y'all are into sports, right?
Yes.
Right.
So do y'all remember
define sports?
Oh God! So in the last few years,
go ahead, Sean.
In the last few years, something that has like
Mr. Chastain.
Something that has emerged is the idea that that experts can use math to predict when somebody will get injured and how they will get injured.
Okay.
Right? Like is this something that a few people here know about?
Well, I know that they can't predict when it's going to happen. There are
Oh,
certain, they
that's
can't.
not true.
It's
They can.
impossible. I can
I
go
don't want to
through,
talk about Tito Ortiz.
I can go through I can do, I'll put it to you this way. Luis will tell you, I was one of the most brutal rugby players you've ever seen in your life. Okay? The things that I did when I played rugby, many guys would get injured from. I never got injured from it. I had the same build as some of these guys, the same amount of speed, but there's no math probability that's going to say,
Yeah, there is though. So
oh my
this is
God.
based on certain things. So like for example, if you had like one hamstring that's a lot stronger than your other hamstring, then they can predict at some point. And when I
But
say at some
Sean,
point,
But
what I'm saying is
that's
like
not math. That's
based on
common
Sean,
sense.
we are
no.
Sean, we are light years away from that granularity of detail.
No,
Okay.
we do it now. That's what I'm saying. Maybe you guys don't realize it, but this is stuff that they do. Like, and not rarely. Like, this is a common thing.
That's just a probability, but it's not prediction.
It's a probability and it's different than what I'm understanding you to mean.
They're different than prediction.
Doesn't mean that you're wrong. It just means that I'm not fully understanding. I'm thinking probability is a lot different than what you're suggesting, at least what I'm comprehending you're suggesting. So,
Yeah.
you know,
What you're missing is Sean is trying to say that if you put 100 people in a certain environment, you submit them to a certain set of circumstances,
That's not
you're going to
exactly what
end
I'm saying.
up with 42 of them in jail. No matter that's what you're going to get as far as the numbers are concerned. What you're looking at, Gil, is you're looking at individuals. You're thinking every time you drive by a bank, you're judging whether or not you're going to stop and rob it real quick.
and I think about a bank every time I pass by a bank, I think about robbing it. Okay.
But the thing about it is one thing that I want to ask you is how many of you sped today when you was driving around town? How many of you broke the speed limit? How many of you clipped a red light?
That's right, I did.
You don't get caught every time you do that. You're not weighing pros and cons.
No.
You're not sitting there constantly thinking, well, do I want to drive 58 or do I want to drive 59? Because either way, you're speeding, and that's where the disconnect is.
Understood, but that's
ability. If you put a certain population into it, if you put a certain population in a depressed area, somebody's going to rob a bank eventually.
Right.
That's what Sean's looking at. You're looking at is no longer how long you live where you live. You're never going to rob a bank. That's two different things.
Okay.
And I think that's where the
and I will accept that explanation because I'm really completely lost as how we got on banks and probabilities when we were talking about immigration. But
math, everything has to do with math.
Okay, well, I will accept that argument so that we can move on to the very next topic that I really want to get into, and is the legalization of drugs. Marijuana. Marijuana.
Not drugs.
Marijuana. Well, okay. Listen.
It's a different deal. It's a different
semantics, potato. We are going to talk about. We are going to talk about. We are going to talk about the massive expansion of the legalization of marijuana for recreational use and the effects it has on our communities, on the workplace, and what standards can an employer set to ensure that his employees do not come in high.